Episode 7: The Vine Map and the Ancient Legend. Morning in Erdevik. The sun spilled softly over the hills of Fruska Gora, painting the vineyards in gold. The village of Erdevik was waking up. Smoke curled above rooftops, roosters crowed in the gardens, and the three lakes below mirrored the sky, so clearly it seemed as if one step would take you into another world. Erdevik was not just a village, but a shimmer of sky and earth, as the old folk liked to say. Here, every street knew the scent of wine. Every wall had heard the songs of winemakers, and the family winery of Archie's people was a symbol of this place. The secret diary and the map. That evening, while rummaging through things in old cellar number 2, Archie and the boy found an ancient diary. Its pages were yellowed, the ink faded in places, yet the words still breathed with life. From between the pages slipped a hand-drawn map. Cellar number 2, their current location, the ruined chapel of St. Nicholas, church from 1804, the tree of the old vine on the northern hill, and an underground tunnel leading beneath one of the lakes. The map was covered in notes, and beside them, a symbol, a dog running along a vine. The legend of the first planting. The boy began to read aloud. In the year 276, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius Probus, son of these lands, ordered the first grapevines to be planted on the slopes of Mons Alma, Fruska Gora. The land was blessed. The sun warmed the vines, the wind dried the leaves, and the three lakes reflected the light back onto the berries. Centuries later, in the 19th century, Count Livio Odescalchi built the winery, becoming the guardian of this tradition. Erdevik lies on the 45th parallel, the same as Bordeaux and Piedmont, and so here is born wine worthy of kings. In every era, a keeper of the vine appears, and a dog who hears the voice of the earth. Archie raised his head. He felt these words were about him. 2 villages and an old friendship. The diary also spoke of 2 villages, Erdevik and Ljuba. Erdevik, Forest Cove, from Hungarian Erdo, forest, Vik, inlet, where vines grow between lakes and oak groves. Ljuba, named after a girl vine grower who could create light, floral wine, served at spring weddings. The 2 villages lived in friendship, and once a year they held the festival of the first cluster. The adventure begins. The boy traced the map with his finger and said, "If the legend is true, the first vine still lives, and we will find it." They headed for the chapel of St. Nicholas on the edge of the village. The door, blackened with age, creaked open, revealing the entrance to an ancient tunnel. The cold air smelled of moss and old wood. Underground, the tunnel wound beneath the earth, twisting toward the lake. Moss covered the walls, and water dripped from the ceiling. Archie walked with certainty, as if he knew the way. At the end, they found a stone slab with a carved map. The same lakes, the same vineyards, and again, the symbol of a dog on a vine. It was the sign. Archie was the 4th guardian, the wise owl. Suddenly, a large white owl flew above them and perched on a stone. She looked straight into Archie's eyes and spoke. "You have felt the earth. You have heard the vine. Now choose one single cluster, from which will be born the wine that will return Erdevik's voice." The owl vanished like a shadow, leaving behind a sense of something great. End of the episode. They returned home, carrying the map and a small vine cutting. Ahead lay a path, long, dangerous, and full of mysteries. Archie knew he was no longer just a dog. He was the guardian of the land and its memory.